Hello guys, today we're going to be working on this LG dryer. The model number it's on the display. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. The complaint that we have with this dryer is that it's making a tumbling noise when they turn it on. As you can hear, it's making like a tumbling loud noise. So we're going to go ahead and start taking the dryer apart, and we're going to remove these 3 screws from the back panel to be able to access the other 2 screws that are holding the other top panel. Once we remove this part, we're just going to go ahead and leave it hanging. I know it's complicated, but I'm working a very tight spot. If you have somebody to help you, that would be better. Then it's a Phillips screws right there. They are holding this part. Go ahead and put this panel back in place just to, keep it there. And then lift this part off the top panel. Once you do that, you're gonna remove the front. I don't need to remove the other metal cover that it's under the top panel. I just need to remove the front. So we're gonna remove the 4 screws on the front as well. That way we remove the other 3 screws on the top, and then it's coming right out. Once you do that, you're gonna have the door switch right there. Now you need to be careful with this door switch because sometimes that piece that I'm gonna show in this picture breaks. So you need to grab this part where you see the arrow. You need to grab it with one hand and pull it with the other one. Pull the other terminals with the other hand, because if that switch breaks, then you have another issue. It's very easy to break. Now we disconnect the sensor. That is the humidity sensor that you see me disconnecting there, and that's just press and release connector harness. Then we remove the 4 Phillips screws from this panel as well. This is the bearing wheels panel, and that is disconnecting the light. So once you see over here, we already noticed that this wheel is all broken, and this is the reason why it's making the noise. However, we're going to check all wheels, and we're going to go ahead and kind of do maintenance on this dryer, and we're going to go ahead and make sure the other wheels are fine. Now, if you are replacing all 4 wheels, you're going to need to remove the drum, and this is how you do it. This is how you remove the bell in the inside. Once you put the drum back in place, just put the bell back on the way you see in this picture. However, in this repair, I'm only replacing 1 wheel because that's what the customer decided, because it was more affordable for them. So this is just an explanation how to remove the drum and how to put it back again. Since we only replacing the one in the front, we put the drum back in the 2 wheels in the back, and now we're gonna go ahead and start working on this front wheel. Then you're gonna remove this clip. It's like a plastic clip that secures the wheel in place, as you see right there. And you can either replace only the wheel, or you can replace with the whole bearing attachment right there. The other wheels are fine as well. If you see a residue, and the other one is because the one was broken, left some of that on the drum, and that's why I went to the other one, but they are fine. However, in this case, I had a wheel, but it didn't fit. Either way, I wanted to replace it with the whole bearing tip right there, the bearing screw as well, because it's best. If that wheel was already broken, it can damage the new wheel anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking this part of the bearing apart. At this point, I'm using my 2 Crazy Wrench, and that is the way I do it. However, you can look for the size. I'm really not sure what size of nut is this, but I know you're gonna have to use some kind of adjustment tool on the front, because it's not really a nut right there. Or maybe it is, but I don't recall, but I know the new one is not actually a tip of a knot or anything like that. You're gonna need to use like adjustable tool to be able to grab it, as you see right here. Now this bearing wheel is brand new, but for some reason I had a kind of hard time to put it back in place. I believe this one goes in a Samsung. However, I'm gonna go ahead and put the right one in the link in the description of this video. So if you want to replace all 4 wheels, go ahead and go to the link in the description of this video, and you just have to repeat the process in each one. I'm gonna go ahead and put some grease in this wheel, and I'm gonna go ahead and grease the other 4 wheels just to be on the safe side. But at this point, as you see, everything went well. It's just that the screw on this wheel that belongs to a Samsung, it was a little bigger, so it went kind of hard to, you know, make it tight, but it works really good. Now we're gonna go ahead and start putting things back in place, and we're gonna go ahead and put this part off the vent, which, as you see me early removing it, is holded by 2 Phillips screws. It's secured by 2 Phillips screws. And now we're gonna go ahead and put this wheels bearing bracket. As you see, those wheel goes in the bottom of the drum, and then you're gonna go ahead and put this part of the bracket, this part of the panel, in those male to female connections right there. And this is the humidity sensor. Don't forget to plug in that humidity sensor, because that is what detects when the clothes is wet, and if that is not connected, the dryer is just not gonna heat up. It's just gonna go ahead and detect that the clothes is already finished. Now over here, when we're gonna put this front panel, make sure those male to female tabs are aligned up, and then go ahead and plug in the light connector and the door switch connector. Remember to hold it with one hand, and with the other one plug it all the way in, because it can break easily. I'm going to address that many times I can, because in some cases I break the switch, then I have another issue. However, I keep it in the truck in case something happens, but I don't want you guys to run in the same issue. Now we're gonna go ahead and install all screws that holds this front panel, and just, you know, work your way around it. As you see right here, I have to lift it and try to make it go in the front. And now I gotta put it where it should be, right there, and put the Phillips screws just to hold it, to be able to install the Phillips screws in the front. Once I put the screws in the front, I just gotta come back and tighten those screws on the top. Remember, this is all Phillips screws, so you can use a Phillips screwdriver, or you can use your drill with a fillet drill bit. And you see, I'm tightening the 2 screws on the top as well. Once you got the ones in the front in place, and you close the door and work your way around to put this panel back in place. As you see, I have to bring it to the front, and I have to make it go in his housing. Once you got that, go ahead and secure the 2 screws in the back, and now go ahead and put this panel back in place. As you see, it has some tabs in the front, and I have to align 3 screws. Remove this wire out of the way. Make sure you don't grab any wires and create another issue. Once you got that in place, go ahead and install the 3 Phillips screws that are holding the top, the back part of this top panel. And at this point, we're pretty much done. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and plug in the dryer, and we're gonna go ahead and put the dryer vent in the back. Plug it back in, as like I said, and turn it on and make sure everything works fine. As you see, turn it on, press play, and you can hear that it's working fine. No tumbling, no rattling noise. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.